Sadly, I think it's got to be that disaster news poll at the start of the week that set the tone for the coalition for what's been a couple of tough days. The PM's obviously desperately trying to get control of the narrative. I don't like the idea of him washing someone's hair. That was too much of a stunt for a Prime Minister, maybe an opposition leader, but not a PM. I think he's got to walk away from that stuff with a bit of dignity. Albo's done his best, Anthony Albanese, to keep the pressure on the Prime Minister. I don't know, it started poorly for the government on Monday, but where do you think they are come Friday?
I'm not sure where the people are. I think the PM's had a lousy week that might have finished okay. It would have been a great finish if he'd been a bit more definitive about how he was going to fix aged care, because everyone really wants that done. Started ordinary, finished poorly. All the polls that even John Howard had, I think, a 56-44, maybe 9 months out of an election, and they will get close. I know everyone says that, but they just will. Look, Labor had to come up with answers. There was an interview this week. They were asking Richard Marles, what does Australia look like a month or two after Labor win? And he didn't have an answer. It was kind of bizarre. I think Labor come to this saying that everything the Morrison government does stinks, and the reverse is, well, what are you going to do? And it's kind of, I'm not sure. And that'll leave, I think, a lot of voters probably concerned. I think even though it's before the middle of the year, it's still too early. But I'm not going to write Morrison off. He's too good a campaigner. And we have to see...
No. And I think Marles highlights how lazy Labor are taking the campaign. Okay, number one's got to be text gate. I think it's number one for all the wrong reasons. I think it's indictment on journalists. I have to say, I know that's your profession. These are the texts read out by Peter van Onselen, allegedly between the former Premier of New South Wales, Gladys Berejiklian, and an unnamed cabinet minister. On this one, yes, it's tawdry, but I think the PM actually came out with a lot of sympathy in the community from this. What do you think?
I agree. My callers through the week said that. Peter, it's fake news. Can we have a look at this for a moment? First off, I think Peter van Onselen said these are the opinions of people close to you. No, they're not. His wife and his daughters and his parents and his brother and other family members, they know him better than someone who's probably competing with him for a position. But what's the National Press Club? Is it now where you go to see if you can create some kind of great gotcha? There's got to be a rule of engagement, something where if you're going to come here and talk, you'll be questioned on what you talk about. If you've got a text message to try and embarrass a PM, organise your own interview and do it there. It looked like a circus. I have great respect for the National Press Club. I think they've got to have a look at this because it's what Peter van Onselen says there's a text message. For 3 days we're talking about it. We can't see the text message. No one's brave enough to say, yeah, that was mine. Meanwhile, we've got people in the aged care sector, crook and dying, and we're talking about a bloody text message that no one's allowed to see. I mean, what the hell are we doing in this country, Peter? Seriously. It's a joke. It's a circus.
This is where the journalist class have got to step up because we want the scrutiny on issues of substance, 100%. Not unsourced gossip. Luke Grant, as always, great to have you back. Thank you for your time tonight.